J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States of America, reportedly called Benjamin Netanyahu and yelled at him. Not a strongly worded letter, not a diplomatic cable, a phone call where the second most powerful man in America went full, "I need to speak to your manager," energy. And what set him off? The fact that America has been in a war with Iran for almost a month with no exit plan, no endgame, and apparently no one in the room who asks the basic question, okay, but what if the plan doesn't work? Let's talk about it. And here's what happened. Israel's intelligence, Mossad, told the Americans, listen, just take out Khamenei, take out the top leadership. 48 hours later, Iran collapses. Regime change, done, easy. America said, bet. No plan B, no contingency, just pure, uncut vibes-based foreign policy. 24 days later, Iran is still standing, still fighting, still firing, and J.D. Vance is on the phone like a guy who just realized the IKEA furniture he ordered has no instructions and is missing 3 screws. You told me this was going to be simple. And here's the thing about betting everything on one scenario. When that scenario doesn't happen, you're not just wrong. You're publicly, internationally, catastrophically wrong. And right now, America is staring at a map of the Middle East like a student who didn't study for the exam and is trying to read the answers off someone else's paper. Now here's where it gets genuinely wild. Trump goes on record. We will not be bombing Iran's power plants and civilian infrastructure for the next 10 days. Very clear, very official, presidential statement. 24 hours later, Israel bombs 2 of Iran's largest steel plants and a heavy water facility used for nuclear reactors. Let me repeat that. Trump said, don't bomb civilian infrastructure. Netanyahu immediately bombed civilian infrastructure. This isn't a miscommunication. This is Netanyahu looking Trump directly in the eyes and saying, I do what I want. And it's working. Because here's Netanyahu's actual strategy. Every time Israel hits Iran, Iran hits back. Not just at Israel, but at Gulf states. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia. The more those countries get hit, the weaker they become. And a weaker Gulf region that's been on Israel's wish list for decades. You want to understand Greater Israel as a concept? Start by asking who benefits when Saudi Arabia's NEOM project stalls, when Dubai's investment reputation takes damage, and when Bahrain's government starts looking unstable. The answer is not complicated. Meanwhile, Iran is not playing defense anymore. Their military commander put out a statement. This is no longer tit for tat. For every hit you land on us, we will hit you harder. And they've been delivering on the promise. Amir Kabir University in Tehran, Iran's equivalent of IIT, one of the most prestigious engineering schools in the country, got bombed by Israel. That's not a military target. Under international law, hitting educational institutions is a war crime. But Iran didn't just absorb it. Within hours, they struck the Technion, Israel's University of Technology in Haifa, sending a very clear message. Whatever level you want to play at, we will meet you there. And the escalation isn't stopping at universities. Tel Aviv's Market District was hit. Saudi Arabia's Prince Sultan Air Base, which America is actively using, was struck. Satellite images confirm significant damage, including 2 aerial refueling aircraft. 2 aerial refueling aircraft. That's not symbolic, that's operational. Iran is dismantling America's air logistics in the region, one precision strike at a time. And here's the subplot nobody's covering properly. The Gulf states are not a unified bloc right now. Saudi Arabia and UAE are telling Trump, don't make a deal with Iran until Iran has nothing left. They want Iran destroyed, not negotiated with. Because a strong Iran that stood up to America is an Iran that will have enormous moral authority in the Muslim world. And that threatens their own leadership. Meanwhile, Qatar, Kuwait, and Oman are quietly pushing for a ceasefire. Qatar's LNG infrastructure is already damaged. Normal production won't resume for years. And then there's Bahrain. Population 2 million. Army 18,400 people total. Army, Navy, Air Force, and paramilitary combined. Iran's reserve forces alone number over 1 million. Bahrain's military released a video saying they are ready to confront Iran. Nobody laughed. but everyone should have. That video wasn't for Iran. It was for an American audience. A message saying, see, the Arab world is with you. Bahrain's actual job isn't to fight Iran, it's to host American bases and suppress its own Shia population, who are currently protesting in the streets after a young man named Mohammed al-Mosawi was arrested, tortured, and killed. The same democracy America claims to want for Iran. Bahrain's had a monarchy crushing its people since 2011. Saudi Arabia sent troops to help back then. America said nothing. So just there we are. America has no exit strategy. Israel is actively sabotaging American diplomacy. Iran is escalating with precision. Gulf states are fracturing. And somewhere in Washington, J.D. Vance is on a phone call absolutely losing it. Marco Rubio said this war will be over in weeks, not months. He also said ground troops won't enter Iran. And he admitted that the Strait of Hormuz will never return to the way it was before. The last part, if it's true, that's actually Iran's biggest win. You can rebuild a building. You can replace a plane. You cannot unshift the balance of power in the world's most important waterway. The Middle East will not look the same after this. The question is, does anyone in charge actually have a plan for what comes next? Because right now, the evidence suggests the answer is no. I'm watching, you should be too. If you like the video, hit the like button, share with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel for more such videos.